Hey guys, it's Eric from D&E Garage. And I'm here on another episode of Build of Barney, the Jeep This Won't Die. And I want to talk to you today why Barney exists the way he exists. Doug kind of came up with the episode idea, and I think it's probably a solid one. We've had comments of, let me adjust myself here. Comments of why Barney is the way he is. And really, it more focuses on why you're not building a crazy off-roader out of him. Why are you not building a good daily driver out of him? Why are you not building a race car out of him? It's because Barney is that Swiss Army knife that you have in your pocket that has all the little multi-tools and kind of needs to do everything you need it to do. And, you know, it's like Doug's Leatherman wave that he carries on him as his daily knife. And that's Barney down to a kind of T for me. I got Barney, as you guys know, for a really good steal. And it was mainly I took him on the thought of building first off a plow Jeep. I got him when I was 25. I was plowing since I was about 9. Math is hard. So it's like, 16 years? I was plowing on an ATV. And I had just gotten fed up with it. I was cold, I was wet all the time, I was beaten up and was hurting. And it was not fun. It was when I was young, but when I was 25, just trying to make some extra side cash here and there, it wasn't fun. So I decided I wanted to get a plow Jeep. Now, I'm sitting on my second version of the plow for Barney, and the first one came about on Facebook, which I'll get to in a minute, but it was more first I had to think how I was going to get a plow on Barney and how it was going to exist. Immediately went to what Doug has on his Jeep, because he actually got my design for what I did, because it was cheap. That was when I started this project of Barney. I didn't have a lot of cash. I didn't have the job I had now. I didn't have as much money in my pocket, and I still don't have a lot of money in my pocket, but I have a little more. I can do things now. But he was a very much cheap build. I had to buy everything I can on discount, and I couldn't get top of the line stuff, so I had to make do with certain things, Craigslist parts, Facebook parts, and that's how it kind of came about to really get his first season going as a plow Jeep. I ended up founding, like I said, a plow on another ZJ that I had to buy the plow and the ZJ together, that I ended up screwing myself over on and losing a crap ton of money on it. Because I thought I could fix the Jeep up and sell, but the guy I bought it from ended up cutting parts out from it before I picked it up, and it was just this whole rigmarole of things. But in the end, I ended up having a very similar plow to this. It was this plow is 7 feet long and 23 inches tall, and the one I had already taken a couple hits. And that was kind of troublesome. When Doug and I went to try to get that plow off, we couldn't get all the brackets off, and it just made everything a little harder. So I ended up buying the adapter that you've seen on Doug's plow, that 2-prong thing. I don't know where it is in here right now, but it's 2 prongs that stick into a receiver part up here, and it mounts in real nice and clean. So there you go. I made Barney a plow Jeep. But Barney wasn't really done yet for me. He was a Jeep, worn out at 200,000 miles. So I started putting suspension parts into it, finding stuff on Facebook that worked, contacting Colac, as you know, on the Jeep forum. Colac helped me pick some stuff for the Jeep, the shocks I wanted. He suggested I go with different springs. Now I wish I kind of did back in the day, but again, I was cheap, so I just kind of did what I could. And I'm going to go down that road when we go into my lift video, and then we're going to go talk about how plow's mounted eventually, but the highlight of it is that it's a 2-inch receiver mount with an adapter bracket, and that was it. That was Barney's first setup. And he did the job. I put a little lift in them, put shocks in them, and that was good for a little bit, for a couple months. And then we realized that my control arms got bad, so we replaced them. And it just kind of piecemealed from there to be a decent plow vehicle for the first 2 years. So I made it through my first 2 years. Purpose-built plow Jeep. Then I started getting to back where I had my S10. I used to tow a lot of things. And Barney wasn't really set up for towing quite yet. He didn't have a rear hitch. I put a rear hitch in him. And then Doug and I ended up buying a 12-foot trailer. And now he trailers all the time. And I keep improving him on that side now. Because the plowing, he's pretty much set up to where I want him. I did a transfer case swap. I did a 2-3-1 swap. I ended up doing trailering gears last year. I got a trailer package, 373 gears and posi and stuff like that. That kind of helped out with plowing too, but not much. So really, in the end, it was more of about building like that Swiss Army knife I was talking to. He's a purpose-built vehicle. He's not an off-roader. He's not this machine that's going to be show ready, and he's going to be the tool I need him to be when I need him. And that's every time I work on him, I push him more to that angle. And the running joke is that, oh, I always say this is the last year of Barney. But really, in the end, if Barney makes it through another season of plowing and me towing and not needing much more work after that, and I put a couple hundred into him and I've already got a big return on him, why get rid of it, right? I mean, we all know Jeeps. We love Jeeps. Parts are cheap. They're easy to work on, so keep a Jeep. And I just keep making him more custom and more mine, and that's why he is the way he is. I need him to be the way I am, which is I know a lot of different things. I'm not great at one. I'm good at a lot, but I'm not perfect at one. He's not perfect at plowing. He's a unibody Jeep, but he's good at it. He's not perfect at towing. He's a 4-liter Jeep, but he's not bad at it. He can still do it. I've towed what they call is these I can't remember the name now. It's these little Toro machines. The groundhogs? No. Something along those lines, but they're like, excuse me, maybe 3 feet long, but they're like 3 to 5 feet long, like 3,000 pounds. They got a front bucket on it, and he did it not the way he is now. Not trailering dealers. He had the 249 still. He had 355s. He didn't have a cold air intake. He didn't have injectors. He didn't even have the mech fan yet. He had the bad mech fan. And he pulled it up a freaking mountain for my mountain is that coming from where I live, where I rented it from was down literally a 45-degree turn, 2 turns, and then about a 35-degree pitch all the way up for about 2 miles, 3 miles. But which for an old 4-liter Jeep is a lot with like 3,000 pounds on a 12-foot trailer. That's another 1,000 pounds. Like, it's you gotta really think of the numbers and like, oh wow, that's actually kind of impressive. And that's the thing that most people don't get is that Barney looks like crap. Like, he's no show Jeep, and I know that, and it's actually something I'm proudful of. Like, I'm proud that, you know what, he doesn't look good, but I know I can get in it and beat 9 times out of the 10 the Jeeps around here off-roading because of what I did to it. It's got a posi now. It's got 373 gears. It's got a 231 transfer case. It's got a lift kit in it. It's got good suspension in it. It's got everything it needs to be everything I want it to be. And that's really why Barney's getting built the way he is. He's not built just for straight off-roading. If I want to take him off-road, yeah, he can do it. But really, he's built for working, a workhorse. Like I said in the beginning, he's that Swiss Army knife or that multi-tool in your pocket you carry around every day. You need every tool on it when you need it. And that's Barney. It's a labor of love when I work on him. And I know you guys all have had certain things in your lives that probably align up to what I'm talking about. That, you know, there's an old beater car you guys had that always just worked when you needed to work, no matter what you did, and had fun in it and got to laugh and had good stories with it. So tell me about those. Like, I'm keeping this kind of short today because I just want to have a small talk conversation about why he is and the things I've done to him. And I want to hear your stories about it. Tell me what you guys have had in your lives that, you know, maybe it wasn't the prettiest thing, but it did what it was supposed to do. Or you enjoyed building it because it was doing the things you were making it do. Like, that's half the love of Barney, is that every year I get through another snowstorm and he plows like crazy. There's so much pride for that for me, that like something I built can just work and do work for me like mad. Like, during the snow, this is an angry dog with teeth and it's just digging through. I mean, I'm also a master fabricator and I made it do it, but it's one of those things that just mystify me that I'm still doing it with the same Jeep I started 3 to 4 years ago. Because, you know, I had some guidance from Doug, guidance from other people, and help from other people. just helped me keep it going, and I always loved it. So I want to hear about your stories about this, guys. You know, we had a lot of comments on why I'm doing things, and now I kind of shed the light on it, why I'm building it the way it is. It's not an off-road now-show Jeep, not a daily driver either. It might be for the next couple months for me, but it's something that usually sits in the yard and just needs to start and run when I need it. So let me know what you guys have done. Let me know if you guys had a Jeep or a truck or a van. My minivan used to do the same thing. It used to be the reliable Betty of just doing what I do. I used to throw tractors in it and everything like that. So I want to hear what you guys have, and just let me know in the comments below what you guys think of how Barney's going so far. I mean, we're only 5 episodes deep now, and we're very much on the tip of the iceberg of him. I'm hoping to get more work done as I can. I got a newborn right now, so it's kind of tough for me. But yeah, hit the squawk box below on what you guys have done. If you guys have any pictures, send it up, put it on our Facebook. I would love to see what you guys have built as a Swiss Army tool car, I guess we can call it. Or the pocket knife of cars. I don't know what you're going to call it. Doug come up with a good title for this one. But yeah, you know, hit us up on Patreon, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on our Teespring and our Etsy shops to get our gear. We need the love. And I'll just catch you in the next episode of Barney. We should be doing a little more wrenching. I'm going to be doing some stuff this weekend. I got to get the new track bar in. Like I said last week, I never got to this past weekend. But yeah, I'm hoping the track bar happens this weekend. I can do some more modifications to the plow setup. I can get the new winch in that's sitting on my shelf over there. But yeah, like, I can keep going about it, but that's the short and sweet of things. So, I'll catch you later.